Tell you about your performance out there on the couple of reverses.
I didn't have to do much, just run. I think it was Pedersen and Jordan on the first one that were out there blocking, and then the second one was James and Arnie. And so they had their guys. So I just had to cut off of them, and it was field from there. So they did a good job. I didn't really have to do too much.
Is it all bittersweet that your consecutive pass catching game streak came to an end today, or not really?
No, I don't really care about stats, things like that. Win the game, and I'm happy about that. So we didn't really need to throw it, so that's all right.
You could just talk about the balance that you guys had from the running standpoint. I mean, you have 3 guys over 100. You were right there, like at 86, something like that. Just what stuff you're able to throw at them today with different people and all have success.
I think that's just what happens when everybody's working on the same page. If you have one guy miss a block or something like that, you're not going to have as much success as we did. But I think today, obviously, we'll watch the film and see. But I think everybody did their job, and that's how you get the big plays. It's just everybody's got to work in unison and make sure they get their people and their guys block, things like that all together.
Being that you were a former option quarterback, were you eager to be involved in the run game today?
Yeah, anytime you can get the ball, you can't complain about that. So it's always fun getting the ball and reverses, whatever it is, bubbles, things like that. And whenever you can have the ball in space, you got to make something happen with it. So it's fun. It's fun doing that.
That second touchdown was pretty creative. The first time we've seen that play, you chalked that one up to the coaches. That was a well-designed play.
No, that's the coaches. They did a good job. We've been polishing that up for a couple of weeks now. So finally got a chance to call it and took advantage of it. But they did a good job with the play call and making coming up with the play.
Is that part of that? How much teams have been selling out to stop the jet sweep the last couple of games?
It could be. I'm not going to make that assumption, but I'll let you guys do that.
Did you say anything to Kenzel when you went in punt return duty? You have to say anything to keep his head up?
Yeah, it's hard. You just try to encourage him as much as you can. Go get it. You're all right. Things like that. But you're still going to be upset. Whenever you make mistakes, you just got to try to do your best to let it go. Nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes and things like that. And the weather out there wasn't the best for that. So they'll let that go and work at it and get better with it.
Do you sense you'll be there again next week?
Well, that's up to the coaches, so we'll see what happens.
And as far as next week, Minnesota, big ball game with what they're doing, record-wise, how big a week is this for you guys?
It's huge. With rivalries like that, it doesn't really matter what the record is. Obviously we got 2 great teams going at it, but people are going to play to their best of their potential. When you got something like the Axe on the line, and more than that, so it's going to be a good game. We're going to have a big test next week, and this week we're going to have to get to work and be ready for it.
Does that